is November the 17th. It is 84 freaking degrees. That's Texas for you, man. Don't like the weather, just hang around a while and it'll change. It's what's today, Thursday? No, Friday. It's Friday afternoon, a little after 4 o'clock. Like I said, 84 degrees. We're sitting on about a 40-acre wheat field in a big, nice box stand, very comfortable. This is my 9-year-old son, Hunter. He'll be 10 in about 6 weeks. Myself and Hunter and my youngest son, Jake, who is 8. We built this stand together. So it's pretty exciting. We're getting to hunt in it for the first time. It's just so hot and it's windy. The wind's kind of dying down just a little bit now, it appears. So anyway, tomorrow night and the next night, it's supposed to drop down to the low to mid 30s Saturday and Sunday night. I'm really looking forward to that. This stand is really, really good in the evenings, almost every time. We got lots of turkeys, lots of whitetail, lots of predators, bobcats, coyotes. Even saw a badger here last year. And in the morning, we're gonna go hunt a stand up on the hill where I shot a 9-point out of this field last year. And then the big hill stand, I shot a 9-point out of that one too, like 5 days later. So I'm hoping Hunter gets his first buck. We're shooting for a good one. He got his first deer, which was a doe, a few weeks ago for youth season. And he shot a nice boar hog in 2 days. The only deer we saw. So we drove way over here. And we're gonna see what we can do about getting this boy a big buck. What do you think, Hunter? Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
You ready to kill a big buck? Think we can get it done? Your son. Love you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. We're gonna open these windows before we suffocate in here. And we're gonna get settled down and get still. See what happens this evening. A little young yearling doe to me. So that tells me her mama's probably out catting around with her boyfriend somewhere. Hang on. Surely there'll be more coming.
There's one right there.
All right, get ready. And wait. Let it come out. Let it come out into the field. Okay, Hunter? Hang on, baby. Hang on. Here comes a gobbler, I think. I can't see him. You're going to let him come out in the field. All right, hang on. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them.
Holy crap.
All right, you're going to have to pick one and shoot it. Come on.
Now.
Hurry before they all run away. Look at all them turkeys.
What the heck?
Pick you one. Don't shoot toward that cow now. Get the... I heard you hit him. You got him, buddy. You got him. Shoot him again. Butt one in it and shoot him again. Hurry. You got 4 turkey tags, but it's just the first day. Awesome job, man. Hold on. Move your big mug out in front of the camera.
I think the doe left.
Hey, what you think about that, man? Like that? Awesome job. Maybe you'll get you a buck tonight. You like that? You excited about your first turkey?
Yes, sir.
Are you?
Yes, sir.
All right, hang on just a minute. First turkey. In this area of Texas, this time of year you can kill hens. And he's allowed 4 turkeys. And you can shoot them with a rifle, which is great for kids, man. Looks like my boy got some Thanksgiving dinner coming home to daddy. Boy, that looks like a great deer, man.
I know that might be the one
quiet.
you've been looking at on my computer. That's a wolf.
Just wait, we're gonna watch him a minute.
I can't see. I can only see 3 deer. That's all I'm looking at.
Man, that looks like a nice buck. I can't range him because his deadgum sun's in my eyes.
I wish you
Hang on a
could.
minute, hang on a minute. Good shot, buddy, good shot. Now I want you to look right in this camera and you tell me how it feels to take your first buck. Tell me how it feels.
Good.
You have any idea how good that deer is? That is a great deer, man. He is definitely a wall hanger. You see how big bodied he was?
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a lot of meat on him too.
I couldn't tell until I got him in the scope which one was the buck.
Yeah. You broke him down in that front leg. I heard the bullet hit him hard. So we're gonna get out of here and we're gonna go get the ranger and we're gonna drive along that edge and find where he went in. Okay? And pick up his blood trail. We won't get on him before it gets too dark.
Yes, sir.
You ready to go? Alright, let's go see what we can do with him. Where's he at, Hunter?
Right there.
Let's go take a look at him. That's gonna be a good buck, son. I think you're gonna be very, very happy with that. It's gonna be showing up a heck of a first buck, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, come around here. Come around this side, come on. Watch your cactus, baby. You don't get that stuff all in your britches and everywhere else. I think that's an understatement. Come on, buddy. Come on. That's a good buck, man. I'm gonna lay you right here, okay? We know we're unloaded, but okay. Come right here behind me. Hold your head up. Show everybody what you got here.
I thought he was.
Yeah. Let me get behind you. Here. You hold that camera. Or that buck. Hold your buck. Ow, crap, right in the cactus. Here. Hold him up. Son, that ought to be something. That is something to be proud of.
Yes.
Would y'all look at that? This boy is the real deal killer now. Youth season was 2 weeks ago. He shot his first deer, which was a doe, and he shot his first boar hog with both of them with a 308. No, you shot the doe with my 30-06. And we came out here today, out in West Texas. Man, we've been in the stand an hour, and he shot a turkey. I don't know, 30, 45 minutes later, he shoots a great buck, son. I'm telling you, I am so proud of you, buddy.
I told you there was a deer across on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, he's not an 8 point. He got a brow tine broke off. He's 7 point. That's a pretty buck. What do you think about that?
I don't care how many points he has. He's pretty, though.
You gonna make Daddy mount him for you?
Yes, sir.
You know somebody knows how to do that? I'm telling you, man, day one, we still got all kinds of tags, and we're gonna be here 6, 7 days. I'm gonna try to take me a nice buck, and we're probably gonna shoot a couple does, might get a shot at a few more turkeys. Who knows what's gonna happen? But I'm telling you, man, you need to get these kids in the outdoors. I get long-winded, and I know I'm repetitive sometimes, but I can't get the message out enough, in my opinion. I always say, if you keep your kids out hunting, you won't be out hunting your kids. And there is a whole lot of truth in that statement right there, I promise you. All right, y'all, here we are this week, back on the food plot. It was supposed to be a food plot anyway, down in the creek bottoms, northeast Texas. This food plot is basically 16 feet wide, give or take, depending where you're standing, and it's 228 yards long. I built a big box stand. It's insulated, and I mean, it's really nice. It's behind the camera here, you can't see it, but I did this to bring kids and new hunters and women and You just don't want to introduce people into what we do and they're miserable the first time out. Freezing to death, cold wind blowing on them, you know, try to make them comfortable and get them into it, especially little kids. So that's what I'm doing this weekend, this episode. I'm taking my two youngest sons, Hunter and Jake, who are 7 and almost 9, and we're gonna come down here this weekend. I planted this food plot less than 30 days ago. And I planted it, you always want to plant within a day or two of a good rain. If you just really know it's going to good rain, you got a good chance of rain. So if you don't, the birds will eat it up if it lays there a week or two. And you wasted all your time and money and your effort. So that's what I did. And it rained on it. It germinated. 2 days after the rain, I came down to check, make sure it germinated and done its job. Sure enough, it did. But also the hog tore it to pieces within a day and a half to 2 days. So I'm back down here almost 30 days later. We've been off filming and hunting everywhere else, and I just hadn't had a chance to get back down here. But I don't know if you can see, but there's a feeder down there, about 115 yards, something like that, from the stand, not very far. And like I said, it's 228 to the end. So I came down here and I put 50 pounds of triple 13 fertilizer on it. I still got some green coming up. It just hasn't rained and the hogs are tore it up. So I'm hoping with this 100% chance of rain tomorrow, I can salvage what's left of this food plot. And if it works, in a couple of 3 weeks, it'll be real pretty and lush and green, and the deer will have plenty to eat between now and late winter. So what I did, it's a 225 pounds what that feeder holds. I put about a half a bag of corn in, and I put a little bit of my oil-based Hardcore Outdoors Apple Affliction wild game attractant, squirt a little bit on top of corn, put another half a bag on, repeat until it's full. Man, I'm gonna tell you, this stuff will draw them in. Any of these products work real well. What I did, like I said, I put the apple in the feeder. I'm just gonna drop this here. And I took the muscadine swine and I poured it around the legs on the feeder and a little bit on the grass underneath it. Just anything to kind of help, you know, get the scent out. And then a little bit further up, probably, I don't know, 60 yards or so from the blind, I took a scent wick and put the Hardcore Outdoors boar butter on the scent wick. I didn't use the corn crazy because I have a corn feeder. But I had a man tell me the other day that he took this corn crazy and put it on a scent wick on a little bush. The next morning he came back, there was a huge hole in the ground. The bush was torn all to pieces and the scent wick was missing. These products really work. Man, it's only $10 a bottle, so you should give it a try. We had a pretty interesting morning today, didn't we, boys?
Yes, sir.
We're sitting in this big box stand, few minutes till 7 this morning, a deer stepped out way down the food plot about 175, 180 yards. And I put the scope on it and turned the camera on. I'm having to film it myself. With the three of us in this box blind, there's just not any room for a cameraman, so I got it all set up on a tripod with a remote, and we got it going our way. But the deer stepped out, and it was a big doe. I have a doe tag, but it's the first time I've hunted this stand this year, and I just didn't want to do any shooting. The hogs have been wearing us out. I was really shocked to see a deer this morning. So the three does come across, and the first one kept looking behind her, so I thought, okay, we may have a buck. Turned out it was two more does. So anyway, they went away, and there's no problem. I felt good about it, and the boys was excited that we saw some deer. And about an hour and 45 minutes later, I look up, and there's another deer way at the end of the food plot, a little over 200 yards. So I turned the camera back on, put the scope on it, and it was a little doe. I thought, well, it's late in the morning. If it wasn't a small deer, I'd shoot it. Well, she took off, and I never really got a great shot at her anyway. She had her rear end to me the whole time almost. And look up, here comes another deer. When he dropped his head, I realized he was a buck. Just a little spike. I wasn't going to shoot him anyway, even though he's legal. So we let him go. I told the boys, they're kind of cold. We've been sitting here about 4 hours this morning. Y'all did real good. Daddy's proud of you, know that? That was really quiet, really still. Good job, dude.
It's almost 6 hours.
Yeah, well, anyway, I told him, we're going to go in just a few minutes. So I set everything up and shut everything down, just ready to go. And to be totally honest with you, I stepped out the back door, actually to relieve myself before we got gone. And as soon as I opened the back door and got my back turned to the boys, they said, "Dad, here's a deer." I'm like, "You're kidding me." And I turned around and looked back through the window in the blind. Sure enough, there's a big doe just standing there, maybe 60 yards, maybe not that far. I didn't even have time to sit back down. I just grabbed the gun, threw it in the window, moved the camera, squeezed the trigger, K-balled the door, man. The deer just lunged forward into the brush. I feel sure she's laying right there, so we're going to go recover the deer. It's been a great morning. We're going to be here 3-4 more days. Maybe one of these boys will get a hog, or you never know. Maybe I'll fill my last buck tag over here, too, before this is over with. We had a pretty good day, haven't we, boys?
Yes, sir.
We're going to go back and grill some wild hog jalapeno bacon burgers on the grill for lunch. What y'all think about that? Y'all going to clean this deer for me? You going to make me do it?
Us. Can we help you?
Yeah, you can help me. That's some good boys right there, man, raising them right. Well, she was a little further up the food plot from what I thought. I thought she was 20 yards back that way. It just happened so fast, but we walked down here and sure enough, there she was. She was standing right on the edge. I squeezed the trigger. She just jumped forward into the brush, and she was laying right beside this little white oak tree behind me here. She didn't go 10 feet. That's a big mature doe. Gonna be a lot of good eating right there, man. She's beautiful. What do you think, boys? Y'all think we need to get on back to camp and get her dressed out, put her in ice chest?
Yes, sir.
Then we can cook us some lunch. What do you think?
It looked like she was close to the sand.
She was pretty close. We probably 85 yards or something like that. Yeah, about 80, 85 yards.
I told you she wasn't that far from the feeder.
She wasn't far at all. All right, y'all. Well, like I said earlier, had a great hunt this morning. We're gonna load it up.